Sports Entertained is recorded live at twitch.tv/baldyandthebeast. Come check us out every Tuesday and Thursday at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time and watch the matches right along with us.
Hey, what's up, everybody? My name is Bront.
I'm Willem.
And we are Baldy and the Beast. Welcome back to another exciting episode of Sports Entertained.
Sorry, I'm messing with my volume levels because I'm like super duper loud. And it's like picking up on shit there's nothing. Hold on. Oh, my no, we're good. Like, we're fine. Like, I just probably need to restart my computer after we're done streaming because the fan is very loud.
Alright, just cut this part in post.
No, I mean, it's fine. It'll go on. I don't give a shit.
Alright. Where were we? Sports Entertained.
Yeah, we were introducing the show.
Welcome to it. My name is Bront.
I'm Willem.
And I think we already did that shit. Now you got me all fucked up of what we have and haven't done.
I didn't do my shtick, but okay.
We're watching Great Muta versus the Great Nita in an exploding barbed wire match.
Yeah. This whole thing is already starting. I popped Bront right before the stream by showing him a clip of the Great Khali jumping over the top rope.
And everybody needs to find that clip if you haven't seen it.
Yeah.
Because that dude did more movement in that vault over the top rope than his whole dub career combined.
Yep.
Like, it's amazing.
Yep.
So normally in these, I give a little backstory to these. And even last week, I made a fake backstory because, shits and giggles.
Right.
But I was thinking all day today about what my phony backstory for this match could be. And I can't think of anything that would explain why two people would want to be in an exploding barbed wire match other than that they just don't fucking like each other.
Right.
They just don't like each other. That's all I've got for you this week because I can't think of what else would possess somebody to be in an kayfabe, a match where you're gonna get blown up.
Yeah. Well, I think I know some of the backstory behind this. Hold on. I figured out why my fucking microphone was so fucky. Hold on.
You are so much quieter now. Thank my ears.
Yeah, I know. So pulling the curtain back. Before the match, before we started the episode, I was trying to figure out why my stuff wasn't playing through the proper audio thing. And I reset all my audio settings to default, which
you fucked up.
which made my microphone go back to 100% volume instead of at 70% volume, which kind of made everything a little bit, just a smidgy bit too hot, and everything was really loud on the microphone. So for our audio only listeners, for our new audio only listeners, because we got a couple more of those, thank you so much. Sorry about that. I am very sorry for the first couple minutes of this episode.
You should apologize to me too.
I'm sorry, Brad. I did not mean to destroy your eardrums.
I'm just being a dickhead.
No, was this FMW, Frontier Martial Arts?
I think so.
Okay. I remember at this point in time there was a really weird storyline where Atsushi Onita, or the Great Nita in this match, there was a storyline that was very poorly received because somebody in kayfabe got murdered. And, it was in Japan in the 90s, and they couldn't comprehend that somebody could be fake murdered.
Okay.
So I think that's part of this storyline. I don't know 100% for sure.
Okay.
Otherwise, it could come up later. All I know is that at this point in time, there was a storyline where somebody got murdered, and Atsushi Onita was involved in some way, shape, or form.
So, fake murderer.
Yeah.
Onita.
I don't know. Well, I don't know if it was Onita that did the murdering, or if he was the one that got murdered, or if there was somebody, the murderee.
Yeah, I was gonna say, is he the murderer or the murderee?
Or if there was somebody tangentially related to Atsushi Onita that was murdered. But that was a story at the time. I have no idea if this match goes with that murder, but
what a thing to say.
Right. But here we are. Um,
Uh,
yeah, but this is a no ropes exploding barbed wire death match, and I am here for it. Injected into my veins right now.
yup.
This is going to be so much fun to watch.
Oh, it's like I was trying to explain to my girlfriend the other day. Sometimes wrestling is its best when it's just inherently total bollocks,
Right.
and this match is just inherently total bollocks.
Sometimes wrestling is at its best when it's just fucking popcorn bullshit.
Yep,
When it
this is popcorn bullshit.
when it's summer blockbuster, fucking explosions going across the screen, weird action shit going on. Sometimes it's just the
Uh,
best when it's that. Even though it's not the best wrestling, it's not the best actual performing. Sometimes it's just way more entertaining.
I already know I'm gonna laugh at least once.
Yeah. Um I know there are like a slew of other really stupid death matches that came out of this promotion. Particularly like there's like a 352 light tubes death match or some insane number where there's just like a really stupid amount of light tubes.
Fuck that.
And there was what was it? It was something like um, a piranha death match where you had to hold the other person in a tank of piranhas for like 10 seconds. And, as the match got going, you got more and more bloody, and that just kind of enraged the piranhas.
Yep.
So that was a thing
Mhm.
that also happened at one point.
So I was going to mention something about I thought maybe Japan had a piranha death match,
Uh huh.
but I was like, there's no way that's real. Like you're making that up. And
You
I wasn't.
you thought it was a thing that you thought up in your thinker, and then and then I brought it out, and it's like, oh no, that was real.
Yeah, so yeah, Japan.
Yeah. There's also it was like a C4 exploding ring death match.
Didn't the Funker and Cactus have one of those?
I don't know. I have no idea. All I remember is that like it happened in the middle of a pool, and the ring was set up on like a floaty in the middle of the pool, and
I've seen that match.
they had to be boated out to the middle of the ring.
Now that I say that, I don't think it was Funker and Mick, but I have seen the match you're talking about. I've 100% seen.
Yeah.
Yup.
It's some pure grade A fucking bollocks, and it's amazing.
Yup. It's great. Yup.
Yeah.
Watch it if you can find it. I don't even just Google like what a floating C4 death match.
Yeah.
Right. Great.
I have no idea. Like, hold up. Let me go to the Google machine.
Ba-na-na-na-na.
There was a Cactus Jack Terry Funk barbed wire exploding C4 death match.
Okay.
I don't know if that was the oh no, the one that you were thinking of, the one that we were both thinking of was from FMW Frontier Martial Arts Wrestling, and it was the no rope electrified barbed wire swimming pool dynamite double hell death match.
What a fucking name.
I know.
They were like, what are words we're getting put into a string?
Yeah, I know. God,
Oh,
we should watch that at some point, but probably not because it's 5 minutes. I don't
fuck
know.
it.
I don't know if that's just the match that's 5 minutes, or if this particular YouTube video is very truncated, but the match length is 5 minutes, and
Well,
that's including entrances, including boating out to the middle of the ring.
oh god, yeah. All right, let's stop with the bullshit. I want to watch this match. I've never seen this match.
Okay, that's enough of that. That's enough preamble on this one. We're gonna go ahead and jump into the match. Like we've said for the other match that we've done for Mutober so far, we will not be posting it anywhere. We will not be putting links to this. If you can find it, find it. If not, then you're gonna have to just listen along and be entertained by our voices. Um, Otherwise, it's if you can't find it, it's not super hard to find. Just go ahead and look for it.
Didn't hear that from us though.
Yeah. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and start the match in 5, 4, 3, 2. All right, so that's the end of that match. Let me go ahead and hit the stoppy button on my timer, aka just type in whatever time it ended at, and that's 34.
While you're doing that, let me just say that wasn't entirely what I expected.
No,
I don't mean that in a negative way, though.
no, it was a little goofy. Um, Onita was definitely just like playing up a goofball, playing playing the goof, trying to make fun of the Great Muta a little bit because you know they had to try and sell the match one way or another.
Mm-hmm.
Um, there were a lot of missed spots, which
Mm-hmm.
I feel was kind of weird or interesting. But then again, I guess I've not watched all that many Great Muta matches or Onita matches to see if like 5+ missed spots are a norm.
There wasn't any versus Hogan, but it was versus Hogan, so that might
Yeah,
be why.
yeah, you can't see Hogan be green.
No, he would never, but not with his bleach blonde hair.
Hell no,
No, brother. Brother, I ain't taking that, brother.
we ain't doing that today, brother. Um, no, but there was like a mist right at the start of that match. Like as they were doing the introductions, he spat out mist, but that's about it. Um, I thought Muta's gimmicks were really interesting, like the his ring gear and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Because it was very over the top and like um for so if you didn't if you're not listening along, if you didn't listen to the audio only, when we're for purposes of YouTube, when we were watching the start of this match, Muta came out in this like big overdone like almost Vader-esque costume being walked to the ring, and he had to have like a bunch of handlers on his sides to try and scoot him along to get him to the ring.
Make him go straight.
Yeah, it was very weird. And he didn't lose the vest, the jacket thing that he had until like 2 or 3 minutes into the match, until after he took the first like exploding spot, because there were exploding spots. This is an exploding barbed wire death match, and the first real spot in the match was fucking Onita. You know, he came to the ring with a damn sickle. Mind you, it was a very dull sickle. An
Yeah.
exploding barbed wire death match, you would expect there to be a lot of blood. I don't think I saw any blood except for like some maybe fake blood that Onita just kind of spewed out.
Yeah, at the very end, too.
Yeah, I was expecting there to be this to be a lot more vicious match. I was very entertained because it was fun to watch. Um, on a pure entertainment factor, I'm probably going to give this like 3 3/4 stars. As far as just a regular match goes, it probably gets about 2 stars. if
Oh,
I'm
my.
if I if I'm being completely honest here.
If I was just grading how entertained I was, it'd be a 5-star match. If it just went down to like, was I thoroughly entertained from bell to bell? Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah, I was. It was fantastic. It was like you said earlier, it was just pure popcorn bullshit, and it's what wrestling has to be sometimes.
yeah. It was very entertaining. Um, but it was not the match that I was expecting it to be. If I'm being purely honest here.
No, I expected more like hardcore. Like I expected at least Muta to Blade.
Yeah,
I expected. Well, that's all I really expected, to be honest with
yeah,
you. I just expected to be entertained, and I expected Muta to bleed.
yep. Oh,
So,
so um, so yeah, that's our thoughts on the match. I guess we've got a little bit of time to kill because, like, as I'm kind of seeing for the matches that we're doing this month, because there's not a lot of pre-match stuff, there's not really any post-match stuff, and the matches just kind of end when they end. We've got a little bit of time to kill, so we can talk a little bit about what's going on in the wider wrestling world. I did not watch AEW last night, but you did. So if you want to talk a little bit about that stuff, you can go ahead and talk about that. I'll go ahead and listen. Do your damn recap.
I mean, I may miss out on stuff, but it started off pretty. I loved the opener. It was FTR and Best Friends.
Mm-hmm.
So good match. Throughout the course of the match, Kip Sabian is outside playing with. They have an arcade cabinet set up. So as soon as when you see the show start and Kip Sabian is playing on an arcade cabinet at ringside,
Mm-hmm.
something's fucking happening to that arcade cabinet.
I do remember seeing that because I caught like little glimpses and bits and pieces of the show, but I I stopped when my wife came home because we needed to have dinner and she needed to go to bed.
Yeah. So, but anyways, throughout the course of the match, of course, they're fighting on the outside. Trent goes to do a move and like spear or tackle or something. Um, One of the guys from FTR, I forget who it was, through the arcade cabinet, but he missed, and Trent went through, which Kip yells at Penelope, go get him, bring him out here, bring him out here. Um,
As
so
as he's just holding the buttons, like the play area, I guess you could
yes,
say.
which me being a nerd, I know for a fact that that bump that Trent took into that would not have severed that
No,
at all. And that was 100% like that kind of ruined it for me. Him walking around for that, I loved it, and it's gonna be a great T-shirt.
yeah,
But it's kind of like me being a nerd. I'm like, oh man, but that was gimmicks in the first place.
yeah. You like we both know somebody that has an arcade cabinet like that, and that shit ain't going down like that.
Nope. So yeah, but that was good. The match ended. Obviously, FTR won.
Yep.
Um, because they haven't lost the match yet, and
Right.
it's not the right time. It's not the right time in their reign. They need to hold these belts for 6 months to a year
Yep.
before they even lose a match. Well, maybe not before they lose a match. They can lose a non-title here and there, but
Yeah.
they need to hold the belts for a while. So then after the match, Miro comes out and just beats the shit out of the good friends, as he calls them.
The good friends.
Yeah, just essentially gets them in a feud together. It gets Miro doing something because a lot of people weren't super happy about his debut match. I didn't mind it, but whatever. So it gets them kind of involved in a tag team feud with a tag team that is really viewed as being, at the top of AEW's division.
Yeah.
So that's good. Am I missing a match that happened next? I don't remember.
I just realized that I'm an absolute fucking schmuck, and my so little background here. I have my computer is like if my webcam's here, my computer's right here, and it's on top of my computer. Like there's a little bit of computer like right here for the entire fucking everything.
Oh, really?
Yeah, for the whole match, for everything that we did before, because I was fucking with shit and I moved my camera and I just didn't realize that it was there. So that's some good production right there.
Way to go.
Yeah, no.
Way to go.
Okay, so continue with your recap.
You were buying me time to
Oh,
pull up actually like an actual written recap so I can remember everything that happened without fucking it up.
yeah,
Um, so we had that match, and then God, this is a shitty recap. It's not even in the right order. Whatever. FTR cheated to win. I'm not using this.
yeah,
FTR cheated to win. They bonked, I think it was Trent with the belt, and then they rolled him up right after, and they got the win. But that's how they should win because they're a heel team.
yep,
The next major thing I remember was the thing that I'm super excited about AEW for. They're doing a segment with MJF and Jericho,
yep,
and they're teasing MJF joining the Inner Circle, which if they book it right, that'll be fantastic. But no
yep,
matter what, we're gonna get if they join forces, if they fight, we're gonna get great promos out of this, and I'm here for it.
yep.
Let me see. The next match that I forgot about was Miro and Kip fought. I don't want to call them a jobber tag team, but yeah,
It was Sean Maluda and Lee Johnson.
I think that sounds right. Yeah, but
Yeah,
it was obvious, Miro and Kip were Miro in particular was going to win that match.
yeah,
Um, Next up in the show, we had, I believe, Cody Orange, which went
yep,
20-minute time limit draw.
yep,
Wow. I'm super stoked. They already booked a rematch 2 weeks from yesterday. So that's going to be very exciting because hopefully, my hope is that this is all going to lead to Cody losing the belt to Orange.
mm-hmm.
And then at the next pay-per-view, it's either a multi-man with all these dudes they're teasing, or it's Orange, Cody, and Brody
Harper.
Lee. Shut up.
You know, the thing that I heard tangentially and was like, that'd be a good way to book this. Yeah.
Yeah. The other thing, because they were teasing, like, Darby was at ringside, and Darby has a
Mm-hmm.
thing with Ricky Starks. And AEW love multi-mans at pay-per-views. So if they're not going to do a casino match, they could do, like, have this be their big multi-man. You could get Ricky, Darby, Cody, Brody Lee, Orange, just those 6 guys.
Yeah.
I'm here for that. That's going to be good.
I think they should do it
Especially
as they should do that as a championship scramble.
yeah, something like that. Or like I don't really a ladder match. I don't care what you do.
Yeah.
There's no way that combination of 6 men don't have a good match together.
Yep. Well, I mean, I'm sure Jericho on some level owns the rights to the championship scramble match,
But
or
did
not.
he that when he sold? Because didn't he sell them Money in the Bank?
Oh, I have no idea. I know
Yeah,
that would have been after Money in the Bank.
I maybe not. I can't
I
keep
don't know.
track of who owns what copyrights. I don't care that much.
I don't know.
Um, let's see what happened next. I remember they had a promo segment. I don't remember what this was in the card, where it was kind of weird because it was Tony Schiavone and Britt Baker were at a spa,
Oh
and then,
yeah, I remember seeing that. That was weird.
but it was funny weird. It wasn't like didn't make me want to watch weird. It was like I kind of want to watch more because this is weird.
I don't
Um,
know.
but they thought he was naked. It was fucking bollocks, but it was classic. They waxed Tony Schiavone. It was
Oh yeah.
very entertaining, but weird. I'm trying to think what happened next in the card. Um, I do remember. The next thing I remember is the Shida Big Swole match, which they're both good workers. That was not a good match. It
Yeah.
was a little sloppy, but that happens, especially right now because a lot of these wrestlers were working indies.
Yeah.
So when you go from wrestling 3 to 5 times a week and keeping yourself in shape, not in shape, but in ring shape,
Yeah.
to once a week, if that, I could see why there's going to be a little more rust than usual. So it's understandable.
Yeah.
And then we ended up with Mox and Archer, which they had been building throughout the night. They had Archer attack Mox, and then Mox got back at him later in the night. So they made it an ODQ match. And these two guys just walloped the shit out of each other,
I can believe it.
which is precisely what you would expect Lance Archer and Jon Moxley to do in a no disqualifications match.
I can
Mox
believe it.
won, but the finish. So they made Archer look like $1 million in defeat.
Okay.
$1 million. So Archer's beating him up. He had a couple big moves. Mox hit a paradigm shift through some tables and hit another one. Lance Archer kicked out of that. Was able to get back, got Mox up, hit Mox with his finisher. I forget what it's called, but it's where he goes from back behind here and then like power lifts them over,
Yeah.
which is a super impressive feat of strength, by the way, especially on a guy like Mox.
Does he do it into a power bomb, or is it just like a
It's
razor's
like
edge?
from right here, and then it like flips them over, and I don't want to say like a power bomb,
Oh,
but kinda
he flipped like onto their belly.
onto their back.
Oh, onto their back.
Yeah, when he's holding them, they're like when he got Mox up, he
Oh,
had
they're
Mox
like
standing
their
facing.
face forward, and then they
Yes.
flip. Okay. Okay. I know you're. Yeah.
So, but anyway, he hit that move. Mox kicks out, but it was kind of a light cover. So in the process of kicking out, he rolls him up and gets the 3 count that way.
Oh, okay.
So, not only was Lance Archer a fucking eyelash away from victory,
Yeah.
Mox only won because because Lance Archer had a little bit of a lazy cover and he rolled him up. And it was essentially a lucky win.
Yeah. Lance
So
Archer got cocky with it.
yeah, and he leaves here looking like a credible world champion, even though he lost.
Okay.
And that is something that I am very excited about because we haven't seen booking like that on a major level in the States.
in a long time.
At least consistently in a long time. And every champion that goes up against Mox, they look. Harper fought him. Or Harper. Fuck me. Brody. I know what it is. It's because I'm playing 2K20 and he's in there as Harper. So
Gross.
I know. I'm so pissed at myself. Anyways, Brody Lee, he looked better after that match. Not better, but at least he wasn't hurt at all.
Yeah.
Who else? Darby got elevated. Um, Cage, that was a good match. Hager, like these guys don't leave looking bad,
Right.
which is super exciting because that's the sign of a good booking team.
Well, at the same time, though, you gotta wonder on a booking level, how often can you against like big monsters? How often can you have John Mox get big sneaky wins, and have him still feel credible because he's not beating these big guys? He's just kind of getting lucky.
He beat Brody Lee.
He beat Brody Lee, but bigger guys like again, what Cage? Well, I guess Cage had the towel thrown in on him, and then
Yeah,
I guess this is the only time that's really happened. Okay,
yeah,
never mind.
because Mox was gonna rip his tendon off, which is what he said he was gonna do before the match.
Yeah, never mind. I get you're kind of right. Um, it
And
definitely does make Archer look a lot stronger in this
I
regard.
think part of the reason why they're doing this and why it happened so much in the 90s and not so much in the WWE today is because the wrestlers get a say.
Yeah.
They're not just told you're going to lose the match. No, they're helping book the match. They're helping book the feud. So, of course, they're having finishes that keep them strong because they want to look strong.
Right.
Like, you know, and obviously, yes, sometimes you have to put your ego to the side and lose clean. But people have done that and they still don't look bad. And
Right.
that excites me. I think the biggest change that AEW will bring to the American wrestling scene potentially is creative freedom in the WWE.
Yep.
And if they can do that, it will take less than 6 months before wrestling gets hot again. If you have two shows doing good booking, it's over. Wrestling's gonna get hot. But
100%.
Vince has to put his pride to the side, and
That ain't gonna happen.
not until AEW beats Raw in the ratings.
It'll happen at some point, but it's gonna be like it'll be a thing where like AEW beats Raw in the ratings 1 week during like a really weird period, and Vince will just be like, "Oh, it was a fucking fluke. It ain't gonna happen again."
But then it happens again,
And
and
then
then
it
he
happens
goes,
again.
and then he goes, okay, well, and then it happens again. It can't just happen once.
Right.
But if they can beat Raw in the ratings for a month or two, Vince has to realize, okay, we have to change something, or because obviously what we're doing is not working.
I don't see AEW pulling off like a WCW style like beating them consistently week on week, but I could see AEW pulling off like a win here, a win here, a lead here, like every couple weeks. Not every week, but it could be like AEW pulls ahead for like this week, and then Raw has 2 good weeks, and then AEW pulls back ahead and all that type of stuff.
So I'm going to disagree with you. But this is why. I don't think AEW could do that head to head.
No, definitely not.
But I think because they have an audience that WWE does not.
Mm-hmm.
Like they just have a core audience that does not watch WWE because they're so jaded on it.
Right.
And so that audience is not going to go to WWE. But if they can get a good section of WWE's audience to go to them, they could beat Raw weekly in the ratings until Raw changes what they're doing. Because eventually Raw will bounce back because they're the more recognizable product.
Right.
You would think, unless they don't ever change their booking and their creative decisions, but
which is possible.
at that point, that's their fault.
I mean, Vince McMahon is going to live forever.
I mean, it didn't have to live forever. He can just book good now. He can just live as long as he wants and book good.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't get it. Like, if I had a wrestling company, I would be like, I want to put on the best product possible, regardless of whether or not I think it's the best product.
Yeah.
Because the fans will tell me whether my product is the best or not. And for years, we've been telling Vince, you need to do something. And we've gotten the same old shit.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, it's not getting better. It's not great.
But at the end of the day, we keep watching. So.
Yeah, we keep funneling money into that garbage company by watching shit on the network.
Yeah.
It's kind of ironic in a time where we should probably be boycotting the network in some way, shape, or form. That we started a podcast that funnels views towards the network so that people can watch it when we watch stuff.
Before, technically, that all came after we started our channel.
Yeah,
And it's just poor coincidence at this point.
it's just bad timing.
Yeah. Although I don't think anybody that's watching this doesn't already have the network, so I feel
Right.
like we're good on that.
Yeah.
If you're big enough, Mark, that you're watching us when we're just this new, you have the network.
Yeah. All right. So, I guess we can go ahead and wrap up the show a little bit. I think we're kind of going a little bit long here. So do you want to do a stream this Sunday?
I don't care.
Okay. Well, we can talk about that if we want to do something on Sunday. I don't know yet. I might want to stream a little bit of WoW because the Shadowlands pre-patch came out. And I've been playing a little bit of that. It all depends.
If you want to do that, you can knock yourself out.
Yeah.
Just let me know.
I don't know. It depends. It depends on how I'm feeling this weekend. But other than that, on Tuesday, we are going to be watching Triple H versus Cactus Jack in Hell in a Cell. Is that correct?
I believe so, yeah.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure.
All right. So this Tuesday, Triple H, Cactus Jack, Part 2, Hell in a Cell. Not officially Part 2 of a duology, but we're going to be watching it anyway because it's a good fucking match.
Yeah, it is a good match.
And it fits in with our theme that we're doing this much of very violent matches.
Which I think we should just do every month. Let's just go back and watch all of ECW. Love hardcore bullshit.
Well, I mean, we have an idea for May, but
let's not play our cards too loosely here.
Let's keep that one a little bit close to the vest. But anyway, thank you everybody for coming out and watching. Thank you for giving us all your subscribes. Thank you for giving us all any watches, any likes, any support you want to give us. We appreciate it a whole lot. Particularly, I noticed over the last couple days, we had a huge number of people starting to listen to our audio only podcast. So thank you so much for that one. You almost doubled our listens on that platform, and that just makes me personally, that makes me really happy. It really is a sign of growth in the channel, and I'm really happy for that. But thank you everybody for watching. Keep on liking, keep on giving us subscribes, keep on viewing our stuff. Check out our social media in the description down below. Check out our Facebook, check out our Twitter. Once again, check out our audio podcast, where you can listen to the whole show without having to watch our schmucky faces. We will see you. If we don't see you on Sunday, we're going to see you on Tuesday at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time right here on twitch.tv/BaldyandTheBeast. Thank you again for coming out and watching. We'll see you then. Bye-bye.
Bye.